Hello, everybody. Welcome. I'm just going to wait a few seconds for people to join in. My name is Jenny Z, and I provide mindfulness meditation at the Uxbridge Library. And today we're going to be doing a mindfulness meditation practice together on this Facebook page. So I'm so happy that you could join me. I'm gonna grab a pillow and there we go. There we go. So get all comfy cozy and welcome. Today we have the opportunity to come together to practice breathing meditation, sitting meditation, and walking meditation together. And what perfect timing, the sun is peeking through the clouds and the rain has stopped. So we may even be able to walk outside for our time together too. So before we start, I would like to read a poem by Thich Nhat Hanh. And this poem I've shared a few times on at Sangha physically when we were able to meet at the library building. And this poem is very relevant to right now, the situation that we're facing with COVID-19, with being able to be mindful about what is really happening, discerning where to get our news sources, and also being mindful about how much to consume and how we can provide our own good news. So this is really, really important to remember right now, especially right now, because we want to be mindful about how we're feeling inside and the actions that we're doing. We don't want to do them mindlessly. We want to be mindful about the choices that we're making so that we can keep our minds in a place of peacefulness, right? So this is the poem. It's called The Good News, and it's by Thich Nhat Hanh. The good news they do not print. The good news we do print. We have a special edition every moment, and we need you to read it. The good news is that you are alive, that the linden tree is still there, standing firm in the harsh winter. The good news is that you have wonderful eyes to touch the blue sky. The good news is that your child is there before you and your arms are available. Hugging is possible. They only print what is wrong. Look at each of our special editions. We always offer the things that are not wrong. We want you to benefit from them and help protect them. The dandelion is there by the sidewalk, smiling its wondrous smile, singing the song of eternity. Listen. You have ears that can hear it. Bow your head and listen to it. Leave behind the world of sorrow, of preoccupation, and get free. The latest good news is that you can do it. I just wanted to share that. Oh, I forgot to put some flowers that I just cut from outside on our altar here. Thich Nhat Hanh likes to have fresh flowers on the altar at all times, just as a reminder that we can be fresh like a flower, and we have the opportunity to do that if we wish. So let's get ready for our first mindfulness sit. So I'd like you to get into a comfortable position. You can lay down if that feels comfortable for you, but it's recommended that you sit with your spine upright, but not too stiff, just, right upright enough. And to sit with ease in your body if that's available to you. If you feel a little tension or stress in anywhere in your body, honoring that and just showing up as you authentically are right now. We're not trying to change anything or be anyone different than who we are in this moment. So just honor where you are in this moment and have a posture that is somewhere in between restful yet wakeful. I'll invite the bell 3 times, and then we will flow into our first guided meditation together. It'll be about 7 minutes long. We invite the bell because it is something that when we hear it, it brings us back to ourselves, to the present moment, and that we can enjoy our breath, we can enjoy the sound of the bell, and we can enjoy coming back to the present moment. So I'll just invite the bell 3 times and we'll do some guided meditation. And then I'll signal when we're going to go into silent meditation. So just close your eyes if that's comfortable for you. And I'll invite the bell. Body, speech, and mind in perfect oneness. We send our hearts out along with the sound of the bell. May all who hear it awaken from forgetfulness and transcend all anxiety and sorrow. Breathing in, I know that I am breathing in. Breathing out, I know that I am breathing out. In, out. Breathing in, I follow my in-breath from its very beginning to its very end. Breathing out, I follow my out-breath from its very beginning to its very end. In, out, beginning, end. Breathing in, I see myself as a flower. I am the freshness of a dewdrop. Breathing out, my eyes have become flowers. I am looking with the eyes of love. So we'll just take this next little while to sit in silence, and I will invite the bell when it's time to come back. And while you're sitting, if thoughts are arising, just know that that is okay. And you don't have to push your thoughts away. You can just allow them to be there as you observe them. Make friends with your thoughts and allow yourself to sit with them. If you'd like, you can challenge yourself to remain non-attached to your thoughts and just see them drift by you like a cloud. As easily they came into your mind, they will easily drift out of your mind. So not trying to change anything or make anything different, but just acknowledging and observing what comes in your mind. Just continue to sit, watching your thoughts come and go. And I'm going to invite the bell, the small bell, for stretching and massage. So go ahead and stretch. And massage your legs, maybe the lower back from sitting. So now's the time. I'm in Uxbridge, like a lot of you I think are, and it looks like it's a little windy, but it's not raining. So if you want to throw on your shoes, we can go outside for a minute and do some walking meditation. I would like to read from the book Walking Meditation by Thich Nhat Hanh, which I got from the Uxbridge Library. Oh, actually, it's from Richard's Memorial Library. But I got it from, through interlibrary loan. And I'd like to read about slow walking meditation. Thai says, Thai means teacher in Vietnamese, and that's what people call Thich Nhat Hanh Thai. Slow walking meditation is meditation while walking. We walk slowly in a relaxed way, keeping a light smile on our lips. When we practice this way, we feel deeply at ease, and our steps are those of the most secure person on earth. All our sorrows and anxieties drop away, and peace and joy fill our hearts. Anyone can do it. It takes only a little time, a little mindfulness, and the wish to be happy. So Thich Nhat Hanh says that we don't imprint our worry or our anxiety on the earth when we walk. We want to just be mindful of our steps and mindful of our thoughts. Some people use short phrases called gathas, Gathas, and they are little phrases to keep your mind in the present moment. And gathas can be used for anything, really. There are gathas to wash the dishes and to brush your teeth, but there are also walking gathas. With each step that you take, you can say, with the right foot, I have arrived, and with the left foot, I am home. Right foot, I have arrived. Left foot, I am home. You can also say, breathing in. And when you say breathing in, you can see how many steps you can take on your in-breath. And when you say breathing out, nice and slow, you can see how many breaths it takes as you breathe out. So I'd like to invite you to try any of these things on your walk. And if you choose not to go outside, that's fine. You can walk indoors and you can just pace on your floor, in the living room, along the hallway, as long as you remain mindful. And periodically you can stop and stand still. And you can just take 3 breaths just to remind yourself to come back to the present moment in case your mind begins to wander. You're just walking for the sake of walking. Nowhere to go and nothing to do. So it's 6:21 right now. I'd like to invite you to take a walk until 6:25. And when you come back, you can just do so quietly. So go ahead and take a walk. And if you're watching the replay of this, you can pause it. I'd also like to mention, if people are unable to walk, that walking is uncomfortable for them, they can choose to take these 5 minutes or 4 minutes to continue your sitting meditation. And for those of you still sitting, and also for those of you who are walking and can hear me right now on the live video, I'd like to just invite you to honor whatever it is that might be happening in your head with your thoughts. Just honoring what's happening there. And maybe watching your thoughts come like a cloud and go like a cloud. And for anybody who's walking, we have 1 more minute. And for anybody who's walking, I'd like to welcome you back to your seated position. And anybody who is sitting already and continuing their sitting meditation, welcome back. So the next thing I would like to offer is a reading about Thich Nhat Hanh, about what Thich Nhat Hanh has to say about community. Right now, people need one another more than ever. That it's really important to come together, to lean on one another, whether it be our friends and family, people that we already know, or just acting in solidarity with maybe people we don't know yet. That there's a general feeling of goodwill that we can have in our hearts toward other people. We can try to lift one another up right now. We can walk alongside one another. Thich Nhat Hanh likes to say, friend, I know you're here, and that makes me so happy. So this little passage is from, actually it's not by Thich Nhat Hanh. It's by someone who is in Thich Nhat Hanh's community named Carl Schmid. And he wrote in this book, Friends on the Path, it's all about Sangha building, which Sangha is what you and I and all of us are right now. We are a Sangha. We are a mindfulness community together. And so this book is about Sangha practice and community building. And what a perfect passage for us today when we need each other more than ever, and that we want to do our part and we want to lean on one another, and also be somebody to lean on, right? So this is called What the Geese Know. And living in Uxbridge, we have a unique opportunity to be in touch with wildlife of all different kinds, whether you're at the canal or West Hill Dam, or any of the beautiful outdoor spaces that we have here in Uxbridge. We're so lucky, right, to have these in our backyard. So at one point, one or another, any one of us have been in contact or have seen the geese. So let's tap into that wisdom that the geese have. This chapter is called What the Geese Know. Wait, hold on. I have to let my cat out before she meows her head off. Sorry about that. So this is called What the Geese Know. The following 5 lessons of the geese may make clear the foundations for building a sangha. And you can just translate this over to any community. It doesn't have to just be our mindfulness community. By flapping its wings, each goose creates an upwind for the ones following it. Flying in a V formation allows the flock to fly 71% further than would be possible for an individual goose. Lesson 1. People who share a common direction and a sense of community reach their goal more quickly and easily because they benefit from the energy of others. Whenever a goose swerves out of formation, it immediately becomes aware of the resistance present when one bird flies alone and quickly re-enters the formation in order to be able to use the lift caused by the preceding goose. Lesson 2. If we are as sensible as a goose is, we will stay in formation with those wanting to go to the same place we do, and we accept their support in the same way in which we are willing to support the others. When the lead goose becomes tired, it falls back and another goose takes the lead position. Lesson 3. It pays to relieve one another working and to take turns in the leadership position. The geese flying in the rear rally the ones flying up front with their calls. Lesson 4. We should be sure of the encouragement resulting from our rallying calls. Finally, when a goose is sick or wounded and is no longer able to fly, then 2 other geese leave the formation and accompany it on its way down in order to help and protect it. They stay with the goose until it can either fly again or until it dies. Then they join another formation and try to catch up to their own flock again. Lesson 5. Sangha members should feel secure that they are not abandoned by their spiritual family. When faced with a serious illness, physical or mental problems, they can rely on the support of experienced and sympathetic Sangha friends. I love that passage. We really do have a lot to learn from geese and the way that they organize and support each other just intrinsically. So I guess it's really nice to acknowledge the loved ones that we have and our friends, and also new friends too, just by saying, I know you're there and it makes me happy. And that's sometimes enough to say to someone, to really brighten their day, to acknowledge that their presence brings us joy. So I'd like to just offer another meditation sit, and then we can close with a song. Now I have to let my other cat in. Hold on. Okay. Why do we practice mindfulness, by the way? We practice it so that we can bring it into our waking life, right? Off the meditation cushion. So today I'm getting the opportunity to practice that with my cats. That it may seem like they're interrupting my practice, but instead they're giving me the opportunity to take my practice off the meditation cushion. So I'd like to invite you to get into a comfortable position once again, somewhere between restful and wakeful. And I'll invite the bell so that we can silently sit for about 5 minutes. And then I'll invite the bell again when it's time to return back together. So just checking in with yourself, and if you've begun to have thoughts come into your mind, just observing them, just like a cloud that enters the sky, and then just as quickly as it came, it can leave too. Not trying to change anything, just observing. and I'll invite the small bell for stretching and massage. All right. So thank you for your practice today. I hope that you were able to find a little bit of time and space to just create a little silence in your day. This could be your mini day of mindfulness or mini moment of mindfulness. And it may not seem like much. It may not seem like anything has resulted from this practice. But just see if you can have some increased concentration. See if your concentration increases, or maybe you're able to have a feeling of anger, but maybe it feels like it's not as strong as it usually is. There's a lot of subtle ways that we can see mindfulness at work in our lives. So thank you for your practice. I'd also like to invite you to sing a song with me. Singing meditation is something to water the seeds of joy. So it's a very nice thing to take part in, especially with the Sangha community. I thought we could sing Lean on Me because there's what we talked about today is Sangha building and being together in community. So if you want to pause this and pull up the lyrics for Lean on Me, you are more than welcome to do that. You can even back this up if you just want to listen first and then join in. Sometimes in our lives, we all have pain, we all have sorrow, but if we are wise, we know that there's always tomorrow. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Please swallow your pride. If I have things you need to borrow, for no one can fill those of your needs that you won't let show. You just call on me, brother, when you need a hand. We all need somebody to lean on. I just might have a problem that you'll understand. We all need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Lean on me when you're not strong, and I'll be your friend. I'll help you carry on, for it won't be long till I'm gonna need somebody to lean on. Applause. So thank you so much for your practice today, and we will be back on, I believe, the 19th. We will be posting on the Uxbridge Library page, so we'll do this again, and we'll have another theme. Please leave your feedback for maybe something that you would like to focus on for this mindfulness meditation. If there's a way that we can do things differently to support you in your practice, we'd really love to do that. So until then, have a great rest of your night. Take care.